Well, good afternoon and welcome to another video with a guy and his projects. Today we are working on my wife's 2006 Chrysler Town & Country Touring Edition 119-inch wheelbase. That's important. You'll know why in a minute. We're working on the headlamps. So we bought this used. We bought this van from a gentleman at about 111,000 miles or something like that. I don't remember, but there's about 115 on it now. I've been working my way through it. This thing is super rusted out, fairly neglected. I'm working my way through it, trying to get it back up to par. So there's videos on my channel. Go check them out in relation to this vehicle, and there's more videos coming, so hit subscribe so you can see them as I post them. For example, this morning we did the coilovers, quick struts. We also did the ball joint control arms. It's a non-serviceable ball joint. You have to do the whole control arm. We did the tie rods, stabilizer bars, links, and stuff like that. We've done oil changes, and so check those out. We got more coming. But today we are working on the headlamp housing. Now, when we bought this van, I remember making the observation that these headlamps were extremely clean. So either they were well taken care of, which based off the rest of the van, that's probably not what happened, or they had recently replaced them. And turns out they had recently replaced them. I didn't know it at the time because I had nothing to compare it to, but I have purchased the driver's side. I didn't want to spend OEM money buying an OEM headlamp because they are insanely expensive. So I got this TYC right here for about 90 bucks, and I only bought one. These headlamps that came with the van when I bought it were sucked. They were really bad. There were splotches of darkness in the road when you're looking ahead. Pretty much you got two slivers of light that went sideways, and then there's a little bit more up top, far out on the road, and that was it. It was really hard to see at night. So I wanted to make an improvement, so we bought one just to test it out. That's this one. It's a TYC, and it does worlds better than what's on here right now. What's on here right now, I forget, what is it? It's like a Fergo or something like that. It's a Feeberg. It's a Feeberg, okay? This is a TYC. Worlds better than this Feeberg. But as I was looking to purchase the headlamp housing, I realized that a lot of them said non-compatible with a 113-inch wheelbase, non-compatible with 119-inch wheelbase. This is a 119-inch wheelbase. I know that because it has the stow-and-go seating. From what I understand, if you have stow-and-go seating on a 2001 to 2007 Town & Country, then you have the 119-inch wheelbase. If you do not have stow-and-go, you're at the 113. Okay, so every headlight that I found was either for one or the other. Well, I knew I had the 119, so I ordered one that was for 119, and it works a lot better. I imagine this is the one for the 113, or it's just a super freaking cheap replacement. Either way, I don't know. But if you'll notice, so right here, there's this gap right here. I've seen that before, and I just thought it was a styling thing. But over here on this TYC, the headlamp housing swoops down to fill in that gap. Now, let me see if I can see what you're seeing. You probably can't see that, so let me get you closer. Okay, so on this one, which is, I'm guessing, the not right housing, see how there's this huge gap underneath here? I just thought it was a styling technique. That's the crappy version, or the wrong version, I don't know. And this right here is the TYC, which I ordered specifically for the vehicle. You'll see right here, it swoops down to fill in that gap. And I have a way, way, way better light pattern. So I'm guessing this is the correct one for this application, and I'm guessing that this is the incorrect one for the application. Man, I just spent a lot of time talking. So all that being said, what we're gonna do is, because I liked this headlamp does a really good job. I ordered the other one for the passenger side, so you guys get to see how to change that out. If you've never changed your bulb, we'll go over changing the actual light bulb inside the house and the entire housing. So the entire housing is good to know anyway, because anytime you want to change a bulb, you have to remove the entire housing. Sounds difficult, it's easy, don't worry, don't sweat. All you need is a 10mm wrench. So let's do it. so to pull this out, it's really simple. You have 1, 2, and 3 bolts. That's it. So we're gonna do that right now. There's your 3 bolts. Now you just grab this handy dandy little lever here and you'll just pull this straight out. So the new housing actually comes with a bulb pre-installed for the main. You have to keep your turn signals and whatnot, but it comes with a bulb here. Now these I thought were the problem when I first got the van. I thought they put super cheap bulbs in, which they did. So I bought the most expensive, I think they're X13s, the Silver Stars that I could find, which were like 30 bucks a bulb. So I'm going to take these out and add them into the new housing. You don't have to do that because it does come with them. I don't know what kind of quality comes with them though. So for that, and this would apply to if you're just changing your bulb in your existing housing, same process. Just unscrew these little tabs and pull that out. I use the latex gloves because these do get really hot. This little tab, you gotta pop out. It's easier with a flat head, but I don't feel like walking to my toolbox again. So I'll just use Phillips, and then you should. Sometimes this plastic just gets stubborn, and you gotta make it work. There we go. Okay, so there's that. We're gonna keep this and use this on the new setup. Okay, and then as for your blinker assembly, you just do a quarter turn, and it pulls right out. Boom, just like that. Now you're going to grab your new assembly, and we want to go ahead and keep that old bulb. So this is going to do the same. We're going to give it a quarter turn. I'll pull that out. That looks like a decent quality Sylvania, just like what I'm putting in. H13, I said X13, didn't I? But I know those are expensive because I just bought them. So we're going to put this in place and put it back in the exact same way the other one came out. Nope, must be just like this. There we go. Just gonna put it in there, give that quarter turn, boom, just like so. And you're gonna take your blinker assembly, same deal. I got this upside down, there we go. Same deal with your blinker assembly. You're just gonna put it in there and give it a quarter turn over. Boop. So now that we have our new bulb installed here, you just take it, slide it in, latch it. You can push in this stupid little clip right there. Boop. This right here, this is your adjustment to adjust the bulb up and down. It just takes a little Torx head, like, what size is this? It's a T20. It takes a T20 Torx head. You just stick it in there, and then you can adjust it back and forth as you need, which obviously you can't do during the daylight, but you know. So then you're going to slide this back in just like you took the other one out. Notice how this one has that curve down here to fill the space. Looks a lot more professional, almost like it was designed that way. Okay, once you get it in place, there's nothing to clip and hold it except the screws, so you want to get those going. There's the one, and there's the two, and there's the three. So I did learn when I did the driver's side, this bolt is actually too long and I started to puncture the plastic, so I grabbed a couple washers to put on there. Okay, we'll just grab a couple of washers. And again, I don't know what size the stock screws are. These are very possibly, probably not the stock set, so I don't know what to tell you on that one, except sorry for not knowing. And you're just going to tighten them down. That's it, guys. Now there's videos out there about how to aim your headlights properly. I'm not going to go over that here and now because I don't have that set up. To be totally honest, I just kind of make it work. But once you get that going, you can give them a test go. So if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Check out my other videos. I've got several on this van and there's several more to come. Hit that subscribe button and leave a positive comment, guys. That's a simple task that everybody should be able to do, because when you need to change it, I mean, it's handy to be able to do it yourself. So if you've never seen it done, now you have. Feel comfortable, you can do it yourself, I hope. And anyway, we'll see you next time.